Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Views. Today we got a big physical media haul. I've been out purchasing around the charity shops again over the last 7 days. Let's get straight into it. Run that VT. All right then guys, let's get straight into it. I've been collecting physical media Blu-rays over the last 7 days from charity shops all around the area. I've got 3 movies that I picked up for Father's Day gifts yesterday, and now I will show them as well. So let's get into the pile. My first one, we've got the 2008 Walt Disney animation Boat, starring John Travolta as the main character. I've never watched it, but it'd be one I watched and sit down with my grandson. So I love a bit of Disney. That was £1. Then I've got the 2007 Sony Pictures Studios animation Surf's Up, about penguins that enjoy surfing. Never watched it, but again, that could be one that I sit down with my grandson and watch together. £1. Then we got Box Trolls 2014 by Leica Studios, and interestingly, the same studios that did Coraline. Now, if you haven't seen Coraline, I highly recommend it. It's a really creepy family animation about a young girl that gets swept away into an alternate universe where creepy parents have got button eyes. Anyway, I've never watched it, but I will watch it. That's £1. This is another charity shop find. This is the 2007 documentary by the director-producer Ron Howard, and it's called In the Shadow of the Moon. Sorry, In the Shadow of the Moon, and it's a documentary about the Apollo missions to land on the moon, the NASA Apollo missions, and apparently they interview the all the astronauts about their time as astronauts and their experiences on the moon, and that'd be quite interesting. Then I picked up the 2019 movie Alita, the Battle Angel. I don't know much about the story. I think it's based on games, arcade games. You might be able to correct me on that. But I'll give it a go at some point and watch that. That was £1. Nice slipcover as well, all in nice condition. Then I've got the 2011 fictional heartfelt movie starring Tom Hanks and Sandra Bullock about their efforts to console a young boy who's just lost a parent due to the 9/11 attack. So quite deep and meaningful things. I've never seen it, but it's Tom Hanks and Sandra Bullock, and I'm sure it'll be a really good film. Okay, and another one. We got the 2011 fictional story of The Tree of Life, starring Brad Pitt. Now, I'm a big fan of Brad. I do like him. This one is a bit introspective. It's about a family in Texas debating the universe and the meaning of life and day-to-day problems. I'll give it a go. I don't know if it's a good movie or a bad movie, but I'll watch it. It stars Brad Pitt. That was £1. Let's keep going. Right, we got the 2006 Tom Hanks movie of the Da Vinci Code, which is based on the Dan Brown novels. And he goes on to do a couple others, I believe, in the franchise. I think I watched it many moons ago on DVD, but I'll watch it again. That was £1. Then I picked up the 2011 zombie movie, State of Emergency. Now, I do like a good zombie movie. One of my favourites is Shaun of the Dead, and I like all the Walking Dead series. 28 hours, another 28 hours, another 28 years, you know, all those sort of movies. I like a bit of humour, so Shaun of the Dead is my favourite. But anyway, there we go, is that one. Then I got a vampire flick, 2008, Let the Right One In. And I believe this is a young boy sparks up a friendship with a vampire, and they become friends and they support each other. I believe it's a Swedish movie. They might have remade the America. I think they made a newer version in the States, from the States, but this is the original. Um, yeah, I like a good vampire film, so I'll give that a go at some point. Then I've got the 2008 Chinese martial arts movie, Empress and the Warriors. Now, I do enjoy Chinese martial arts. I know this one's subtitled. It's in Chinese, but it's subtitled a bit like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm hoping it's got that real martial arts flair to it as well. But I'll give it a go. Right, here's a classic, Donnie Darko, 2001. I've got the exclusive Ultimate 2-disc edition. It only cost me £1 with the 3D front cover. Now, some people like Donnie Darko. I just thought it was a bit weird with the rabbit. I ain't seen it for a while. I'll probably watch it again. But again, it was only £1. Tell me your thoughts. Are you fans of Donnie Darko? All right. Right, let's keep going. I've got an absolute banger. For me, this is a really good movie, and I only watched it after I picked this one up this week. It's the 1994 movie starring Jean Reno and Natalie Portman, Leon. I believe in some parts of the world it's called Leon the Professional, but basically Jean Reno plays an unassuming assassin that comes to the aid of a very young Natalie Portman and saves her from a bunch of murderous gangsters. This has got a lot of style. I love the musical score and the music, and it definitely points to later excellent movies in the same genre. If you think about John Wick or other assassins, this is definitely where a lot of the tropes started. That moral code, very, very good. I can highly recommend that one. Right, we got the 2000, I think this is the second movie in the franchise, Highlander Endgame, starring Christopher Lambert as Connor MacLeod and Adrian Paul as Duncan. Excuse me. Now, I know that the second and third Highlander movies, the quality went downhill, unfortunately, but I still love them nonetheless. And I think this one here actually joins the Highlander TV series with the movie franchise, with the introduction of Adrian Paul into the movies. I have watched this, but many moons ago, so I will watch this again. £1 from a charity shop. Okay, so we got a real classic now. We got the 1980s The Elephant Man, starring John Hurt as the Elephant Man and Anthony Hopkins as the professor, trying to support and help the Elephant Man through real tough times. Now, this is produced and made in black and white, but don't let that put you off. The acting quality and the story are amazing. This really highlights the stigma that disfigured people had back in the day in society. They were traumatized. They had to hide themselves away. This is a very, very good quality movie. Yeah, I highly recommend it. So that's all my charity shop finds. Now I got 3 movies that I picked up for Father's Day, which was amazing. I wasn't expecting. And my first one is my son's a big fan of the new Mortal Kombat movie, so he got me all 3 of the previous movies on Blu-ray. So I've got the 1995 original starring Christopher Lambert as Raiden, the god of lightning and thunder. bit like Thor, but before the MCU. Yeah, I remember going to the cinema and watching this, and this is a really good film. Bit cheesy, but nonetheless really good fantasy, and it obviously ties in with the games console game Mortal Kombat. Then I've got the second movie that came out in 1997, and this is Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and this is a follow-on from the first movie, much the same as the first. Good fun, light-hearted, a bit of fighting, yeah, good fun. And then we've got the reboot, the first reboot in 2021. I've never watched this, but now I've got the Blu-ray, I will watch it. And I believe this is the first movie that now follows in the new release this year in the cinema of Mortal Kombat 2. And I'm looking forward to watching it. So guys, that's all my Blu-rays from the charity shops and Father's Day. What are your thoughts? What do you think of my picks? Is there any movie there that you want me to do a proper review of and let you know my real thoughts? If you like my content, please like, share and subscribe. Make sure you comment. I want to know your thoughts on those picks and what you like, and ring that bell. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.